I know that you spray dogs in the mouth.
Yes, that's
from biting and stuff, but he's not a dog.
I don't really want to do that.
No.
Yeah.
I felt a little uncomfortable reading that.
Well,
I was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, we're just sitting here trying to outdo each other. Who woke up earliest?
I was up at 3:30.
And I was up at 4. And you went back to bed before I did.
Stop it.
So
I'm
I got
tired.
more sleep. No, you got more sleep.
No, I slept with Cal because Charlie's at a sleepover.
Yeah, always gets a little confusing when Charlie goes to her sleepover because Cal is, and that's pretty much a security blanket. I mean, they've been sharing a room for years.
Well, the reason why I couldn't go back to sleep after I woke up is because I left his room at 3:30, and then he rolled over and he said, "Bye, Charlie."
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
He just assumed it was Charlie laying next to him. And then I was like, oh, no, he's probably not going to go back to sleep.
That's funny. He's, really good at, if somebody moves, he gets right up and talks to him.
I know.
But then I think he does go right back to sleep.
He did.
Yeah.
I actually had to wake him up this morning for therapy. He was I woke him up at 8:10.
By the way, what a weird, so the kids are on spring break the entire week, and then the school board says, let's also just give them the following Monday off, too.
Yep.
I feel like these kids haven't been in school for 6 months.
I know. It does feel like it's been long.
Yeah. It's when is it time to go back to school? But then we'll complain because we'll have to get up and take them to school, and so it'll never end.
It hasn't been that bad. They've been having fun.
No, it's been fun. It is just I woke up this morning kind of ready to get back into whatever we do.
Routine.
And I was like, oh, gosh. It's just another day. And then they've got their, Trey's got his football evaluation tonight, which will actually be really fun.
You probably haven't even seen the video yet and probably didn't even know, but I had painting the wall.
I did see it.
He peeled off.
I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal is eating our walls.
Literally.
Yeah, I mean, it's every statement of that is true. Every part of that statement is true. Cal is eating our walls.
Yes, we catch him with the paint in his mouth, and he spits it out, but it's not healthy at all.
No.
So
I've heard of dogs eating walls. Kids is challenging. It's really challenging.
Well, somebody wrote on one of my posts, and she said there's bitter spray, which I know that you spray dogs in the mouth.
Yes, that's
from biting and stuff, but he's
really,
not a dog.
I don't really want to do that.
No.
Yeah.
I felt a little uncomfortable reading that.
Well, no.
I was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
So I sort of researched it, and there are some kids who, it's he's doing it for attention, right? But I read that there are kids that actually, they sit and eat the walls all day. So there's really nothing else they can do but have to kind of give the walls a flavor so that it's gross and they won't do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's like everything else in this autism world. It could be 10 times worse. We're just going through this. I don't know. He's kind of doing it for attention, but then he's sort of doing it when I don't know. I don't know what it is.
He thinks it's funny.
He does.
It's not funny. I was texting his ABA therapist this morning, and I mentioned it to her, and I'm also going to mention it to his OT. But she just said, make sure he has his bite bracelet on, his bite necklace. And if you want, even while he's happy and not even biting it, put the orange flavor Omegas on it and let him lick it off his bracelet. I thought that was interesting.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So he likes the taste of it and he's happy.
I thought about this. I don't know. This could be just crazy, but do we need a bite bracelet and show him that we do that when he needs his, we do ours?
That's not a bad idea.
I don't know. We need to consult some professional.
We're all going to be biting our bracelets.
Well, maybe just initially, just to show him that's what we do. That's really what we do. Maybe it'll show him that's what I don't know. But maybe a professional will be like, oh, no. Here's why you don't do that.
Yeah.
Because then maybe we'll have to do everything else. You know what I'm saying? That could be 10 times worse.
Yeah, who knows?
So, I did have that thought yesterday. I was like, well, maybe we'll have a bite bracelet, and that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
We'll ask Lolo.
Yeah, but anyways, this is not the first time he's torn the walls up, but this was a big spot.
Yeah.
And he just kept going at it.
Well, you could see a picture of it. We posted it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go to our social channels, dailyautism.com, and you can link to them from there. On Facebook and Instagram. I'll probably post it on LinkedIn too a little bit later.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's the drywall or what, but it's like powdery stuff. It's not good.
Yeah, no, that's the wall. I mean, this is the walls.
Yeah.
That's you're beyond the the layer of paint and primer and whatever else is on the out of the wall. Then you're getting into that, and he's eating it.
I know. It's
I mean,
really.
it's like
It makes me sad.
yeah. It also has to stop. So we got to figure out a way to. You know what I mean?
know.
Like we got actually. This is one of those things where it's like, okay, enough's enough. Like I was even thinking, is there a company? Probably not, but is there a company that puts like a clear, like you know what whiteboards are made of?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there like a clear coat company that I don't know?
Can coat the walls,
I don't
so it's
know.
impossible to like pick it off.
Yeah, so it's slippery, right? Like, and here's what I thought too. Like, let's whiteboard our entire house so that way he can just draw all over the place, like, and we can just wipe it. You know what I mean?
Well, this picking thing and eating the wall is a real thing. I mean, kids with autism do it.
Well, yes, we.
No, I'm saying it's not
We-
just. I'm saying it's not just our situation. I mean, there's a lot of kids that do it.
Yeah, no,
And people were writing, if my kid can pick one spot,
it's over.
then it's going to keep going.
Yeah.
So I touched up a bunch of spots this morning that he tries to get.
Yeah, and basically what we hope out of all this is that this works for like a month, and then he'll just be distracted and sort of forget about it. You know what I mean? And then, but then he'll just be on to something else, and we'll just have to go. We'll just have to deal with what
Well,
we got to deal with when it comes.
and I have no furniture to move against that spot because right now we literally have our whole dining room that's empty right now because we don't have a dining room table. And Lolo, his therapist, said there's houses that are either pretty empty because you're just trying to keep the kids safe. Because if I buy any entertainment type thing, it has to be bolted to the wall, Or she's like, or you find houses that are sensory friendly and it has all this equipment and stuff, but that gets expensive.
That might be the route. Is figuring out something with the walls. Like I said, I don't know if we just whiteboard the walls.
Yeah,
That's going to be expensive, though.
I know. No, like I want new furniture right now, but I literally have to pick stuff that I can bolt to the wall
Yeah. The problem
because he'll climb on it and I don't
climb on
want
it,
it falling
or
over.
if he can,
Falling over.
like we have to actually go and like we can't like find something online and say, oh, we really like that, let's order it. We have to inspect how it's made to see at what point he could rip something off, and once he gets a little piece off, then he just pretty much like it's like a carpenter bee. Once he gets one in one little area, he rips the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did not airplane my phone again.
Oh my gosh.
Looking at my call log, me and Scam Likely are tight.
Yeah.
Me and Scam Likely talk a lot.
At least it tells you it's scam likely now.
Yeah, back in the day, like it was just a normal number.
Yeah, and you'd have to answer it.
You'd have to answer it, and yeah. But
It's
man,
ridiculous.
Scam Likely and I, we are, if you ever accuse me of talking to another girl, it would be Scam Likely because she calls all
Stop
day,
it.
every day. But I never answer her calls.
Oh my gosh.
They're always the unanswered,
funny.
calls. Yeah, it's weird with the furniture thing because we really kind of have to inspect it, and most of the stuff just isn't made for this situation,
Well, he's destroyed our couch, so he's actually ripped the cushion underneath with a zipper and can get inside the couch. So we need a new couch right now, but it has to be one piece. The entire thing has to be one piece.
Yeah, it almost like
you can't have throw pillows and stuff.
almost like a hotel waiting room couch. You know how those are, sort of.
Yeah, like hard and
just not
not comfortable.
and not nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. We're at a stalemate with the house because we don't really. There's really nothing else we can do right now. Like right now, there's really nothing to do. That's why we said like we do more things on the outside by the pool because he loves being out there. So that sort of makes more sense.
Well, even the beds that you're looking at, is it Z pods?
Yeah.
That's
the pods.
it's heavy duty.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a heavy duty chamber.
They know what they're doing. I mean, you can't just make something for the autism world or anybody on the spectrum world and think it's just, like you can't repurpose something and say, oh, we sell this. Well, let's just stick an autism label on it and we can also repurpose it for that. It's like, nah, you're not going to.
No.
It doesn't work like that,
Yeah, that's why people create things.
Yeah, there's products that have tried to do that. I've seen them before. And we've ordered some of them and we get them. We're like, this is junk.
Well, even some of the bite bracelets and stuff, I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. Some of those bite bracelets, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, they're more of a choking hazard than the stuff not
I
labeled
know.
for autism.
I have to buy more.
The way they just come off, and then some of them have like little beads on them and stuff. I'm like, what? This is garbage. Like, you can't. You know?
Well, even the armbands.
Yeah.
Like, that was a joke.
That was
like,
a total
it wasn't
joke.
thick enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. I mean, it's just that's a lot of But there are. Here's the thing, though, that like we get sort of desperate sometimes, and a lot of the companies know that, and they're like they'll fall for it, they'll buy it, and then once you get some of this stuff, like your life's just so crazy, you don't have time to rebox it and go to Kohl's or UPS to return it.
Oh, there's plenty of things that I bought that are just sitting on the counters that we can't use.
Yeah, and we may have missed the return date, so we're out the money, and they know. They just know that your life's hectic and crazy, and so that's just part of the deal, though. I mean, that's just part of the deal. But the wall thing is going to be interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. It's challenging.
Reason number 6,481 why we just don't invite a lot of people over to the house anymore.
Well, that's true. They
Cal
can't be invited to the pool. That's
Cal
it.
may eat the walls, and we might have to just sort of hit the pause button and deal with that. But, that's our life, and that's cool. We're used to it. We're in the rhythm. We're sort of in the rhythm. I will say, like, we always say nothing really, really surprises us. Him going after the walls was a little bit of a shock, the way he did it.
Well, because it was way too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It just got bigger and bigger, and it's like...
Yeah. If we let him continue, I mean, most of our wall would be gone at some point.
Literally.
I mean, yeah. I don't even know how else to describe that. Like, most of our wall would be gone.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
I know. Anyways, we went to the beach yesterday.
Great beach day yesterday. We got videos and pictures of everybody. Took all 5 kids, and that was fun. And they all had a blast together. It was one of those days where you're like, man, the kids are just enjoying each other. We played a pretty competitive game of football on the beach.
You did.
And
Cal was running through you guys and wanting to be tackled.
yeah, Cal saw us like getting. Well, he loves like the texture of the sand and how it feels, and so he likes falling in the sand and rolling in the sand. So he saw the kids, playing 2-hand touch, but it turns into tackle. And so he started running around and wanted us to chase him and tackle him. So we sort of were doing that, and he was laughing.
Well, and we tried to stay far away from the water because it was rough yesterday and it was windy. But where we were in the sand on the beach was like really soft sand.
Yeah.
And it was like really thick.
Yeah.
And he was trying to swim his sharks through the sand. He was just rolling around in it.
Yeah, but I think that felt good on him,
Oh, yeah.
Plus, so you look for all like the days where he can get all or most senses. So you have like the warm sunshine on him that he loves. It was really windy, so he likes that sensation. The wind, the real soft sand, but then he could see the water because it was like choppy. So he liked seeing. There was a lot going on that he could sort of consume and kind of hit all the senses and stuff like that. He got home, and when he gets all those senses for a good amount of time because he's very peaceful, very calm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to make sure he gets all those sensory inputs and outputs and
yeah. So it was. I mean, you had a good day when he gets home, and so we checked all the sensory boxes yesterday, and we were there for an hour, so we got good. We got good time in there, and he's a social kid, but sometimes that gets a little hard to handle because he'll just start going up to everybody, and if they have a cool toy, he'll just grab it, start walking away, and that's.
Well, that's what I said. Like, we had to leave because I was tired of going up to people.
Yeah. And I'm sure people are like, oh, you call that social? Well, I know that's not nice, but, I mean, he is not afraid to go up and introduce himself or go up and interact with somebody.
Oh, he went and sat right next to this lady on her towel.
Yeah. So it's he.
But no one really wanted to leave. I'm like, okay, guys, let's go. And everyone was just taking their time.
Well,
I'm like, we did not do the eject button very well yesterday.
No, we had a good they were in a very competitive football game.
Yeah.
And the final score was 49-42. And Austin and Trey wanted one more shot to tie the game.
Austin.
Oh, yeah. And she freaked out the whole car ride home. Called everybody cheaters and liars and everything.
And she was the winner.
Yeah, she's not. It's just insane. I tell her too. I was like, "Hey, your brother's getting older." Cal, I was like, "You can't, get mad and call names like that."
Right.
And she's like, "Well, if they weren't liars, I wouldn't be having this conversation." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" So we've got to rethink those beach football games, which are getting very competitive now. Very competitive.
She's ridiculous.
I love seeing it though.
I know.
I love seeing it. I love that they care so much. It does get it gets a little annoying, when you're like 2-3 hours after the game, they're still fighting about it. But I love that, I mean, she's like, well, then if you guys think you're so good, let's get back in the car right now and go and finish this game. I'm like, I'm the only one here that can drive. We're not doing that. Like,
she's really ridiculous.
She's super ridiculous.
So, anyways, I have a busy day today.
Yeah, Cal's at a therapy right now. You're going to hit your gym.
I am.
You're going to hit what are you doing? Weights? Heavy weights?
I'm doing back and biceps, and I think a yoga and Pilates class if I have time.
Back, biceps, and yoga. Oh, boy.
I'm trying.
Oh, boy. You look pretty tired.
I woke up at 3:30. I
Yeah.
am tired.
Well, it's good that you're going to get your workout in. I always think that always picks people up. Like, if you want that second wind, go get a workout in.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
and
know that
not
I'm
just,
going to make the class.
not just
too,
cardio, like lift some weights. It kind of wakes you up.
It really wakes you up. But the day before, he woke up at 3:30 crying, remember?
I read something the other day, too. Do you know an apple wakes you up more than a cup of coffee?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But eating an apple is nowhere near as fun than a cup of coffee. So,
I don't feel like crunching into an apple right now.
Yeah, it didn't sell me. I thought it was an interesting fact, but trust me, it didn't change my mind. I'm not replacing my coffee with apples anytime soon.
No.
But it would be interesting. We are powered up by Aspire Nutrition. You can go to dailyautism.com, see the products we take from Aspire Nutrition. I just did a couple new videos of the products that we take, and I got a video of Cal because I said there's no way he would take the Beyond Omegas, the Omega 369s, which, by the way, before Aspire Nutrition, Cal got absolutely zero Omegas. Like, I don't know that anything, like he doesn't eat eggs, he doesn't eat fish. I don't know what else has Omegas in, a lot of Omegas, but he didn't get any of them, I don't think.
Right.
So now he's getting all of his doses, premium Omegas. I just would imagine that autistic kids in general are probably lacking Omegas. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a tough thing to incorporate.
Well, I think most kids are really picky with their food.
Yeah.
So they're not really getting what they need.
So you can see the video, again, dailyautism.com. We've posted them on our Facebook and our Instagram channels with links. There's actually a link on dailyautism.com right to the products that we use with Aspire Nutrition. On top of that, of course, the probiotics, so important in the world of autism with all the autism tummy gut issues, and Cal has suffered through that most of his life, and we've talked to doctors about it and everything, and like, you're just going to have to find a way to get that gut working right, to get the gut healthy. So now with his 26 billion colony-forming units of the probiotics, and these are 12 different strains of probiotics. We've talked about it. Aspire Nutrition, founded on the primary factor that the founders, their son was diagnosed with autism, and they got to work on probiotics, which is really, really important. We've had nothing short of a 5-star experience with Aspire Nutrition. We love it. So it's been a really awesome partnership. DailyAutism.com for all the details there. All right, go work out. Lift heavy weights.
Wake up.
All right, later.